During my last trip to Thailand, I visited many temples known as Wats. Last time, on past visits, I visited famous ones like Wat Pho, Wat Arun, and Wat Saket, all of which are in Bangkok and all are very beautiful. But this time I saw a wider variety and not just in Bangkok. Overall, I visited 3 new ones in Bangkok and 4 in Chiang Mai and 3 in Chiang Rai. And you'll see there's quite a variety, even though these are all Buddhist temples. The first 3 that I visited in Bangkok, I saw during an urban bike ride that I signed up through one of those guide trips. The first one was called Wat Chun Chan, and it's a community wat, which are not as touristy or well visited, but still just as impressive, and they serve the community. Thai temples are typically funded by contributions from the local community and visitors who believe that they earn merit in a karmic sense by contributing to a wat or performing other good deeds. The largest wats like Wat Pho sell admission tickets and souvenirs, and they generate a lot of income that way. But the community wats tend to have to get by with smaller contributions and contributions in kind. Wat Pak Nam was another visit, another temple on the bike ride, which was quite beautiful. And on that one, they had a newly restored Buddha, which you can see here. They also have a fish pond, which is typical of many of the wats, because one of the ways people contribute to the wat is buying fish food and giving it to the fish, and they earn merit that way. As you can see, they're teeming in these fish ponds. The last wat we visited on the urban bike ride is a long name. I just call it Wat Racha. And this was more of a meditation and learning center, which was less gaudy than the other 2. But it was also, as it turns out, a scene from the movie The Man with the Golden Gun with James Bond that our guide told us about. In the movie, James Bond escapes from the bad guys by jumping onto a boat that runs by the nearby canal, and those boats still run by. After Bangkok, I went to Chiang Mai and I saw another group of wats, first 2 of which were Lana wats that were, I would say, more community and very understated, less touristic. My friend Todd took me there, and it was quite beautiful in how natural it looked, I thought. Wat Umong was also quite natural. The only major part of it was a very natural looking stupa you can see here. And it was also part of a big center where they have classes, meditation, and animals running around, and a small gallery of artwork with Buddhism. Wat Si Dan Mung was one that Tip, Todd's wife, took me to see, and it was probably the most ostentatious and colorful wat I've ever seen. It's an old temple, and the grounds include 3 separate buildings, statues, and gardens. It was once a neighborhood wat. It's still a neighborhood wat, but it's really grown into a major spiritual hub due to the fame of one of its resident monks and all the support that he attracted. When I see such ostentation temples, I'm always wondering how they're paid for. In most cases, I understand that wealthy individuals, businesses, and even members of the royal family can act as patrons for constructing and restoring lavish temples. Even the government of Thailand plays a role in giving grants through a National Office of Buddhism. They also serve a purpose in being able to take care of sick people and stray animals that are taken to the Wat. Also in Chiang Mai was Wat Aranyan Wat, which is not far from where Todd and Tip live. and it's high up on a mountain in the village of Bangkok. And it was built on on the grounds of a forest monastery to honor the King Rama IX and his wife. And as you can see in the pictures, in addition to having statues of each of them, there's also the signs of the zodiac, which are also part of their beliefs about the signs and the importance of the zodiac in the way they practice their version of Buddhism there. Here you can see the contribution table. The next one that I saw is in Chiang, and I went on a 3-temple tour there. This is called Wat Run Kun, which is really an unusual wat in that it was constructed and self-funded by an artist named Chalermchai Kosipipat, a wealthy artist who wanted to realize his own vision for a Buddhist temple. And the walk through the temple is really designed to represent the transition from suffering to enlightenment. Apparently he spent over 40 million Thai baht of his own money to finance the construction, and now it's become a major tourist site, so they seem to be taking in significant revenues from ticket sales. But the construction continues, and he's building an art gallery and a center for learning. The next temple is called the Blue Temple, and you can see why in the pictures. It was also built on the site of an abandoned older temple, and also by another artist who was a student of Chalermchai, and he also helped fundraise for the construction along with the community. Once you get past the Naga who guard the entrance, the interior of the Blue Temples really seems to emphasize the serenity in the belief of Buddhism. The last temple on the 3-temple tour is the Black Temple, but it's really the Bandam Museum. It was built for and by the artist Taman Duchani, a Thai artist who is internationally known, also from the Lana tribe and around Chiang Rai. He died in 2014 at the age of 74. He was a painter and a sculptor who had quite success internationally. But he has a very striking vision. His work is filled with images of predators like tigers, eagles, crocodiles, claws, horns, and teeth. His vision of Buddhism is one that's more animistic and incorporates the primal side of life. The Bandam Museum is also composed of many temples and buildings over a large ground, and it's definitely worth a visit. If you get a chance to visit any of these temples, I strongly recommend that you do.